My 26M girlfriend, 25F, had cheated with my best friend, 27M. His wife, 25F, wants to suddenly date me. So I found out last week she was cheating on me with my best friend when she forgot to sign out of her Facebook, and a message from my best friend said I love you. I opened a thread and it was them talking about dates behind my back. She admitted it after I confronted her, and since Bob wasn't going to tell his wife, I told her. Long story short, we broke up and the best friend's wife moved out. Yesterday though, his former wife called me and said she wanted to sleep with me and wanted to get back into dating. I'm concerned she has not grieved properly and neither have I. What do I do? She wants revenge/rebound sex. Personally, for me it's a judgment call on where you are at mentally. Used to be really common when I was in my teens and 20s to jump right back out there after a bad breakup or getting even. For some people, it's a mess, but for others a welcome distraction. Only you can judge where your head is at. As far as hooking up with her specifically, it could go either way. You've both been through a similar trauma and trauma bonding is common. However, most these sort of relationships implode pretty quickly. Keeping it casual is the way to keep yourself from getting hit twice with heartbreak, and you're going to have to make sure she is on the same page too. She wants revenge. Don't get sucked into more drama. Be grateful to be rid of these people. Only advice: pull out. She is obviously using you for revenge. However, it's up to you to decide if you want some potentially hot and messy revenge sex, or if you just want to be rid of the drama. Both options are legitimate, just trust your gut. She looking for revenge and she hurting, but who could blame her? What assholes who did this to you both from? I'm 24N, a straight, cis dude who loves getting makeup applied because it's relaxing. Otherwise great Tinder date said it's effort G like. I don't go out in makeup, my older sisters always used to make me wear it, and over the years the whole process of having it applied is almost zen-like to me. Had an otherwise awesome Tinder date, and when she asked about my weirdest habit I told her. She said I don't know, it's almost effort G like to me. She wants to meet up again today, but those words keep running through my head. Is this too far or give her another chance? Edit, just talked with her and she said she has a lot of gay friends and they say it to each other all time. It's kind of compliment to her. Does this change anything? She went too far. That's an extremely rude thing to say. She had no right. Plus makeup is fun and not only for girly girls. I'd dump anyone who uttered that phrase, about anyone, even Harry in a dress. That's a hard no from me. It'd be one thing if she called it odd or interesting, but diving straight into the slurs tells you exactly who you're dealing with and exactly how she's going to react anytime you do anything that strays from the very restrictive bounds of traditionally masculine. So unless you want to spend your life shamed into being locked in that suffocating box, let this one go. Updated, and her excuse was that she has gay friends and they use it all the time with her. If she's with them then that's fine, but to say that to a stranger is a huge no-no. If that's how she reacts then I wouldn't want to go on another date with her. TF. Don't need to be dating someone who feels comfortable saying that to you on a date. Especially about a habit you just shared, lol. You can do better, she's gub. Be glad you found out early. It's kind of compliment to her. Did she say it to you like it was a compliment? It sounds like she was using it in a derogatory sense. My 31F husband, 31M, joined the Proud Boys. I don't know how to reconcile this. Edit. Thank you everyone for your feedback and for the messages of support. As you can see, my husband has started to comment, and this is getting out of hand. I'm reaching out for couples mediation since my arguments are clearly going nowhere with him. My 31F husband, 31M, of almost 10 years reached out to our local Proud Boys group and requested to join, and was approved. I found this out while I was looking through his email account for tax documents, something that is totally normal in our relationship since I handle all the finances. I consider myself a liberal, and he has always been a conservative/libertarian. I always made peace with this difference by avoiding talking about politics and understanding that we have the same goals, just different ideas on how to achieve those results. When I confronted him about joining the group, he denied all my accusations that the Proud Boys were racist, violent, etc. In fairness, this local chapter repeatedly states in their code that they have zero tolerance for discrimination against race, religion, sexuality, etc., and that they are not a fight club. All my other accusations against the group were rebutted. He did state that he agreed with their West is best philosophy, which he insists is related to capitalism/democracy, not race. I pressed him for why he felt the need to join an organization widely regarded as a hate group, and he said it was hard to find like-minded conservatives his age to hang out with. He just wanted some drinking buddies. My pleas to check meetup.com or local church groups fell on deaf ears, even though I found several groups that matched. I am having so much trouble reconciling the caring man I know versus his online far-right persona. I've not been happy with his Twitter account that is very trolling, but will only call it out if I see straight up BS. It's nothing harmful, he just enjoys arguing and riling others up on technicalities. Hence why we don't discuss politics. But this Proud Boys membership is a step too far. I'm so ashamed to admit I'm married to a man that is part of this group, hence the throwaway. We have a 1-year-old daughter, and he is an otherwise loving husband and father. He rocks her to sleep every night, and immediately gets up in the night if she cries. He always asks how I'm feeling, and quickly takes over if I'm overwhelmed. We have been together since we were 14 years old. How do I reconcile this? Do I just ignore it unless he actually does/says something that goes against my values instead of just judging by association? I'm having trouble drawing a line and weighing the good against what I perceive as bad. I have no other cause for divorce/separation. Too long didn't read, otherwise loving husband has joined the Proud Boys. I don't see him as a hateful person, and I'm not sure how to reconcile this in my relationship with him. Why the hell do couples think that avoiding talking about politics is a good idea and then get surprised later when they find out their spouse is an absolute piece of shit? Where was your husband on January 6, 2021? I am having so much trouble reconciling the caring man I know versus his online far-right persona. That is not a persona. That is the same man. In fact, that's more him than anything. When you go online and believe what you say and do has no consequences, your true self is revealed. I don't have any advice but want to point out that this persona is a part of who he is, what he truly believes. And it's not just an online persona at all. Straight up said this is a group of like-minded people that he wants to spend time with in real life. This is who he is. There are literal videos of them beating Jews for walking down the street. Dozens of them beating on a man and woman that just wanted away from them. There's videos of them talking about killing all kinds of groups of people. The man that started the Proud Boys literally said he dreams of choking people and that the group should be violent. They all say they're not racist. All of them. They have to say that so they can claim they aren't when the hammer comes down. They stormed the Capitol and talked about killing Pence and Pelosi. You say you're liberal but your man wants to join a group that talks about killing liberals. They're fucking racist, sis. They're terrorists. They're horrible people. Unless your husband has the IQ of a crayon, he is very aware of all of this and still wants to join because that's who he is. Don't let him gaslight you. Hitler loved his dogs and he still murdered millions of innocent people. He may love you and his daughter, but I imagine that his care for you will end if you challenge him. I would take your daughter and leave. You do not need her head being filled with the ideas this group espouses, and you do not need your home life tinged with violence and hatred. You cannot deny what your own eyes see. They bill themselves as Western chauvinists. They bill themselves as white nationalists. You've seen what they stand for, and so has he. His ideals are outright dangerous to you and your child. Please get space away from this man.